Hey so today I'm going to be making um seat cushions for my hall tree that's in our home. This is what it looks like. Just a seat cushion. I was finding it difficult to find the perfect size. For our hall tree we need a 27.5 inch by 14. And so, in order to get it, it would be pricey to have them custom made. So I decided to make them with some things that I had pretty much already in our garage. So let's get started. What you will need to make your cushion is fabric, the fabric of your choice. I found this fabric. It's a weather resistant fabric. It has a plastic backing on the back of, although my hot tree is on the inside. But I just thought it was a pretty green, and so I decided to use this one. You'll need about 1.5 yards for the size that I want, but just kind of measure out what size cushion you need, and that'll determine how much fabric you'll need. You'll need a pair of scissors. You need a tape measure. All these things I use from my garage, my husband's tools. You'll need a stapler. This one will work, or one of these school staplers to do bulletin boards. You guys know what they are. You'll need those to get started. You'll also need batting. The thickness of the batting depends on you. I just got a batting. It was on sale at Walmart for like $7.97 a yard. I got 2 yards of that because I needed two cushions. You'll need some cushion. And this cushion is just cushion that I had from an old foam cushion cover for my bed mattress, and we changed it out, so I was in no longer need of this one. It's sat in the garage, and guess what? It's now going to be a seat cushion. So let's get started. Oh, and you'll need plywood. Plywood, again, this was just some old plywood that my husband had. This is not sturdy. Had in the garage, and so he was so kind enough to cut out the size that I need. I need a 27.5 inch by 14.5 inch. Okay, so you'll need the size of the cushion, the seat that you need. Like I said, you need the cushion, simply, and you need the batting. Okay. Um, I let my batting be a little thick. I folded it like multiple times for the thickness that I desired. You determine how thick you want yours and how cushiony you want yours. If you know it's going to be used pretty much for seating all the time, I recommend that you get a thicker batting, something that'll support your cushion. Okay. You need the material. Shiny side down. For the desire that you want. Okay. And so once you get all of those layered to what you would like to have, I like to work bottom sides upwards. That way you're able to pull, and this board is at the bottom, so the board that I have is just gonna stand. But you're able to pull your material to the level of tightness that you need so it be supported and it won't get wrinkled, and um, basically won't come apart. So you're working bottom sides upwards, if you will. So I turned everything upside down. Get everything positioned to the center so you can begin your work. Okay? Um, you basically begin by stapling your batting like so. again, you want it as tight as possible, but not too tight. And like I said, a regular heavy duty stapler does the same thing. It's just my husband had the compressor stapler, and why not? So I'm pulling the batting, making sure that I keep everything centered. Look at it again, just make sure everything is centered, because you don't want your cushion off balanced. Okay. And then pulling the batting as tightly as you can to get rid of all that slack. Today is a beautiful day. It is Good Friday. And as you know, Good Friday is celebrated by millions of people around the world to remember that Jesus was crucified on this day. And what a sacrifice he made for us, y'all. One of my mother's favorite scriptures is John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. And so that scripture I've meditated on and thought about today, because what a sacrifice Jesus made for us. You know? So once you get your batting stapled real good, you're still going to have to come back and kind of reinforce your padding. But you still want to make sure that any excess, you're still pulling tight on it. I'm going to cut some of the excess so that when I put the material around it, it won't be too bulky. So I'll just cut at an angle here. And it's pretty much just like cutting and wrapping a Christmas present. I'll do that on both sides. I'm left-handed, so I might handle the scissors a little differently than you do. Okay? So again, making sure that into here, how it's up a little bit, I'm going to give another staple here to reinforce it so that when I'm folding, it won't like bulk up on me. Okay? So I'll pull the material up a little bit. Now, I just like a Christmas present, you'll fold this in a little bit, because again, when I get ready to do my material, I want to be able to not have it too bulky, because then it may not fit in the space that I have selected it to fit in. But oh, what a sacrifice Jesus made for us. You know? I was reading this morning in Exodus about how God gave Moses the direction on how to build the first tabernacle. And you know what revelation I got? If you read the final scriptures in Exodus, I think it begins in Exodus, the 25th chapter, first verse. And it started telling you where God is telling Moses to build the tabernacle. The children of Israel had escaped. Well, I can't say escaped because God freed them. But the children of Israel had just gotten away from, left Egypt. And God is telling Moses how to build his tabernacle. And he was so particular, you guys. I mean, to how many pillars and what color linen and what jewels to dress in Aaron and where to allow how many cubits, and I mean like particular to the very nail, if you will, of where to hang everything, where to place everything. And all I'm doing is just pulling this fabric so that I'm able to make it smooth and not bulky. But God was telling Moses, you know, the lamb sacrifices and when to have it and where to sit and you know, so you talking about the cups, the spoons, the bowls, particular. And what that reminded me of was how particular he is with you. How mapped out he already had your life for you. Because he already knew exactly where everything would be, how everything would look, where it would stand, what colors to use. Okay? I'll let you see how far I've gotten. Just getting the batting around everything, like so. But he was particular. And like I was saying, he's that way with your life. He knows exactly where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be doing, what you're wearing, if you will. When you get there, if you will. And if he's that particular about that, imagine how particular he is about us. He has our whole life already mapped out. He have our purpose already planned. But not anytime we step in the way and change the path and not be obedient to his word, because I've been like that before, not obedient, you know, that can change your whole purpose. That can change your purpose. Because now you're not fulfilling the promises. You're not fulfilling your purpose in order to be given the promises that God has given you. In Exodus, as he talked to Moses about the 10 Commandments and things that he wants us to do, he also tells us the promises he has for us. Even when Moses was helping the children of Israel be free from the Egyptians, God told them that I promise you to take you to a land full of milk and honey. And along the way, he fed them. They didn't even have to worry about eating. They griped and complained about eating. What we gonna eat and how we get free? And still, God provided for them, like He will us. As long as we obey His word, So I thank God on this beautiful first Good Friday during the coronavirus. I thank God for Jesus. Because he didn't have to do that. He did not have to do that. We could all still be slaves. And although I'm from Mississippi, I would not have been a good slave. God loves us. And he provides for us. We don't even have to worry about what we're going to eat tomorrow. Nor what we're going to wear. Nor where we're going to sleep. All we have to do is worry about getting his word. Knowing him.